from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Devil get behind me.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep is Tank Dell. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Okay, ready? Tiger, 19, go!
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Back deep for Denver, the rookie Marvin Mims. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, he shifts past him. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Now Wilson. Throw here's incomplete. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there. And it's third down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Come on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
At the 39-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
On the jump.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken around the 12. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Able to get away, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
And it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Get up! 18, Pioneer! Mustang 19! Ready?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The Texans at 9-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. And for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
Game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Quick throw to Collins.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Well,
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
19. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the ready.
3rd and 2.
Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Marvin Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here goes Stroud again. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Lutz now to kick this one away. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Stroud. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
First down 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. They go play action with Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. Though if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
3rd and 1, Stroud. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Cougar 19. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. A pitch out to Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18, pioneer.
Now Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mustang 19. Go.
Play action. Stroud now. And that is incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down at 6.
Ready.
Now Mostert off the read option. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Raheem Mostert, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Texans 34, Broncos nothing. Miami Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run it again with Williams. Able to power through. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche.
And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ready, break!
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Go! Go!
And they take a knee.
Let's go now!
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take...
Just like